seen anything like that.
Wide right.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go in the end zone. He's going to go in the end zone. The Bears have won. The Bears have won. Oh, my God. You believe in miracles?
It's the Davey Max Sports Program.
Yeah, Peppa.
And here's your host, Davey McDonald.
Well, thank you very much. Wow, what a big ovation. Oh, my God. You don't have to give me a standing ovation. You don't have to give me a standing ovation. Oh, you don't have to give me a standing ovation. All righty. Davey Max Sports Program. It is the name Dave McDonald, a.k.a. Eastside Dave, in the house with me, Chris Peppa Stanley. Master engineer extraordinaire, the buttons, the pushes, the microphones, the wires, everything that you need to do a proper radio show. Ladies and gentlemen, shut up! And on a week hiatus, still in the methadone clinic, not here with us tonight, Roy Shaeffer. As a result, special guest keyboardist Sean O again. Sean O once again. Sean O on double duty. If you're watching live on the Ustream, you see Sean O rocking the board and the keyboard. That, my friends, is a utility player. If you're listening on iTunes, you better be subscribing, dog. Subscribe to the show on iTunes. You get it there for free every single week, week in and week out. We were off last week for the first time in a millennia.
Ever.
First time since 1983, I think we were off. But we're back this week, baby.
That's right.
And we got over our various illnesses. I know, Sean, you had something called the AIDS flu.
AIDS 2.
And it's not a flu. I mean, it's not AIDS, it's not a flu. It's a weird combination of both.
Twice as worse as
I had the same thing. Sean O and I were sharing a toothbrush, and that's what happens with that.
God.
Yep.
Don't judge.
You can just get a separate toothbrush.
Well, no, you can't. You give us the 99 cents, baby, and then you get it.
Ouch.
I don't know what Pepper was doing, and Roy Shaeffer has been gone, and his whereabouts totally unknown.
Yeah, unknown. Don't know where he
And
is.
it's frightening, and now Sean O is playing the keyboard.
We're all scared.
So but he is a musician in and of it himself. People watched our little video today. They saw me playing drums, Sean O playing bass. They know I play. Do you play any instruments, Peppy?
Totally useless with musical instruments.
Nothing at all. You're a music fan.
Yeah.
If you had a kazoo, could you play that?
Probably not.
Oh,
Come on.
Peppy and Hicks.
Sad, right?
It is a very sad thing. Anyway, coming up, we obviously will address some more Linsanity, some
Always.
baseball news. There'll be some football, some basketball, to this, to that. Just a lot of fun. I would like to say, though, that the opening today was about the most energetic opening of all time.
Oh, yeah, we were juiced up.
And
for
we
this
should have been
one.
mic'd up for that. You know what I'm saying? And not in
All
the
right.
Mike Francesa way.
Oh, no, that's a
With
great
the-
song.
You know, someone
Wow.
give me an opener with music and some clips.
Yeah. We
The
got
thing
that.
is, it's that time after the Super Bowl, Pepper, and
Yes,
before
Mike.
March Madness.
Yeah.
And so now, in those 4 weeks,
It's weird.
magically I take 5 weeks vacation. I literally, yes, I take so
Smart.
much vacation time between now and March Madness that, in fact, God and WFAN owes me a week somehow down the line.
That doesn't seem right.
Yeah, I was off today. I'm off tomorrow. The day after that, the day after that, the
Yeah.
day, all the way
Until
through about
sports-
2013 or so. I'm going to take
you're
lots of off.
was
And you know
gonna
what I like to do?
What do you like to do, Mike?
I drink 14,000 milkshakes.
Sounds kind of
And I sit there on the couch, the very, very large couch with me and my fat wife, Ro. And we touch each other.
What?
We
How?
touch each
How do you
other in the
touch each
private
other?
areas.
Really?
Now, the problem is
drinking
it takes us a good 45 minutes to an hour to find each other's
Oh.
privates. But we do find them after
Wait.
a while.
Yeah.
I want to tell you something. I miss dogs so much. Boy, did I like to jerk him off.
All right, see, this is a family show,
That's right. Turn off this thing.
and I don't think that ever happened.
I have some pictures that you would love to see, Peppy.
I don't know if I want to
Okay.
see that.
Oh, yes, you do. I'm thinking of playing the opener again with how we were doing it and seeing. I don't think that people...
Okay.
All right, I guess so. Are you ready to do it again now? Giants win the pennant! Steal by Bird! DJ stays it in! 1 second left! Forget it. Take it off.
Stop. Bring it down.
Take it off.
So basically, what people missed was we were just yelling the opener
Yeah.
ourselves.
That's what we were doing, and it was exciting. Now,
was exciting.
Jeremy Lin has lost again. It's over. Send him back to wherever the
Taiwan?
heck he's from. No,
Taiwan.
he's from Santa Ana, California.
Well, originally.
Santa
The United States.
Santa Paulo, something like that. The bloom is off the onion, Peppy. That's what they say about Jeremy Lin.
Love a blooming onion.
And I am telling you
To the
for
Nets,
a
right?
fact,
Lost to
yes,
the Nets?
they lost to the Nets, and that's where Linsanity started against Darren Williams. And Darren Williams said he had the calendar circled, like he was Uma Thurman in Kill Bill. He had it all ready to go. He was going to first kill Oren Ishii and
He has a
Copperhead,
Hanzo sword.
and then slay Linsanity. He did it again. Now Linsanity had 21 points, but
What, 9 rebounds? I think 9
but what's
rebounds?
his face? But Darren Williams had 38 points,
Yeah,
and the Nets who aren't in the. And I'm telling you this, Carmelo Anthony is going to kill that team. It's going to be over.
Probably.
I
I read in the New York paper say that we should just trade Carmelo for Gasol.
No, what? Why would you want another big man? They have
know.
Stoudemire is good enough. They don't need. They need I actually do think they need Carmelo off the team. They need someone else. It's not. Anthony's not going to work with those guys. He's not accustomed to having a guy set up the plays for him. It's an odd circumstance.
No, it's all Carmelo all the time.
Now, I'm going to throw out something controversial.
Oh, God.
Not crazy controversial, but controversial enough.
Okay.
Darren, what the
Go ahead.
Darren
You got it.
Williams. Darren Williams.
There he is.
Okay. Point guard, Nets. He's not coming back to the Nets because they're awful, right?
It's a train wreck.
Would you, if you were the Knicks, make some kind of trade right now where you can get Darren Williams for Linsanity straight up? Because ultimately, Linsanity is more of a phenom, but I think Darren Williams is
Consistent.
he is consistently top 2 point guards in the league along with Chris Paul. And I think those are your 2 point guards.
But you think that Williams will have any more success with Anthony since Anthony's on the team? And Anthony's not going anywhere.
You can get rid of Carmelo because Darren Williams can not only shoot and pass, he can score as well as any scorer in the league. And he can play the point guard position. So he can set up Amari, he can set up some guys, and still put the ball in the hoop. It's something to think about. If the Knicks fans, weren't so crazy with the Linsanity,
It's all the Knicks fans have. It's all New York has at this moment is Linsanity.
it's all New York have. They do have the New York Football Giants that just won the Super Bowl.
But no one
The
sees-
Rangers-
The Yankees, the
are doing pretty
Rangers
good.
are in first place in the East. New York's doing pretty well for themselves.
Yeah, Pepper.
But people are only paying attention to Linsanity. That's the only thing they're paying
No,
attention
I understand that.
Yeah,
What,
no one
what
likes-
I'm saying is,
no one
and
likes hockey.
I said this before, this could be the year in New York, where the Rangers are the number 1 team in the East.
Yeah, they're crushing.
Okay? You have Linsanity doing well. The Giants won the Super Bowl, and the Yankees have revamped their starting pitching. They might, if their old guys like Jeter and A-Rod can stay healthy, the Yankees might be one of your World Series contenders this year.
Have you seen the newspapers? Rivera's probably retiring.
Yeah,
Have you seen
I know.
that?
I heard
Well, he
that.
said he had a big secret, but he wasn't going to tell anybody.
He said that he doesn't want to tell anyone.
2 or 3 weeks, I think he said he was gonna.
He said he'd let people know.
Yeah.
In his own time. Okay, so that's the deal with that. I mean, he's retiring. This is his last
But I
year.
saw his interview. It's like, oh, it has nothing to do with baseball. It has nothing to do with my family. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It must. What else is there?
I don't know. He's 42 years old too. And by the way,
Best season.
But he's a
last year.
relief pitcher.
I was listening. He's a closer. It doesn't matter. He works out every day.
Closer.
It's 42 is 42. It's not. You can't play sports That's pretty old. And the fact is, I actually was listening to some local sports talk idiot in New York, and some fan called up and was like, I don't know why Mariano wants to retire. I mean, he's got like 10 good years left in him. the host is like, he's actually 42. He's like,
Exactly.
Yeah, so what? He can pitch to about, he's like 60. He can probably pitch. And the guy's like, I'm not sure how even to have a debate with you. Yeah, that's because you're a sucker. And the guy's like, I don't know how to answer that. What does he want to do? Sit around, get fat? This is what the guy said. He goes, is this all he wants to do is sit around, get fat? I don't see the fire burning in Mariano. He's 42 years old.
What is that guy talking about?
He doesn't see fire anymore. That's like, saying, I don't know why Jerry Lewis didn't host the last telethon this year. Where's the fire? Jerry Lewis had about 30 or 40 years left in him. The guy's like Yoda.
He ain't hungry anymore.
Hey, what the hell? Hey, Jerry, I thought you wanted to help those retarded kids.
You dropped the ball.
Why aren't you on the telethon, Jerry?
Size of that head, you probably got great ideas in there.
You got plenty of time. Those little retards now are not going to know what they're missing. Jerry Lewis and Mariano. It's ridiculous. Sometimes if you listen to the sports talk radio, you just want to drive your car into a pole. It's insane. I don't know how guys take calls from people. Here's my favorite thing. Ready?
Right.
Okay, let's say it's your dream has finally come true. It's the Chris Stanley show on overnights on WFAN. That's my big listening time because I get up at 4:30, so I get to hear whoever's on, and sometimes go to bed late and stuff like that. So this is my favorite. What the sports talk caller does. Ready? He calls up. Yeah. So just say,
hey,
Dave, you're on the air.
Dave from Jersey, you're on the air.
Okay, Chris, I got 4 points I'm going to talk about.
Oh, jeez. All right.
First, I'm going to talk about the Nets and Knicks. Then I'm going to talk
How about you
about
just stop at the first one.
Joe Torre. Thirdly, I'll be talking about the Giant Super Bowl.
All right.
And last but not least, I'm going to give you a wrap-up of the tennis.
Are you my producer or are you me?
So that's literally 38 seconds of telling the host what you intend to talk about. I don't know why someone calls up a radio show and goes, hey, listen, I want to talk about this debt crisis thing. Why don't you just call up and talk about the debt crisis? They always kill so much time. And then all the other callers on hold are like getting upset and saying if this guy just went into his call, it would have, a minute would have been saved, thus getting my call on a lot earlier. Right. But then that same guy on hold does the same thing.
Right.
He calls up and he does the same thing. I loved how the last caller called up about those 4 topics. What did he talk about? He talked about the Super Bowl, the Giants.
All right, there's no more calls.
Pat Riley.
Can I hang up on
I
that?
plan to talk about Muggsy Bogues.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes.
All right, that's not even about sports.
And slides.
Yeah.
And then the next guy calls up. I love the previous caller's point about mashed potatoes and slides. Yeah. My point is going to be about Transformers versus GoBots and Snorks versus Smurfs. Yeah. I'll call up, hang up, listen to the call, and record the answer after on the thing. Thanks for taking it. Goodbye. It's too much. And that's why our Sirius show on Sirius XM satellite radio that we do, that most of the people in this room do. I see where you went with that. No. That's why we take calls, and then sometimes I say we might have a call limit that we have to go to. Now, we usually get good calls on Saturdays. Don't you think, Pepe?
Oh, yeah, the best.
You're making some kind of face. I think our calls are... So if you want to check out the XL version of the show, make sure to tune into Sirius 206 XM 105 on Saturdays at 7 Eastern. That's live programming for you. The other thing is this. I'm going to tell you this. I hate to make it about all about me and about plugs, but I'm going to throw one last one out there. Yeah. If you want to see the new burgeoning star of acting, well, then you're going to have to turn to True TV tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Why? Because of a show named World's Dumbest.
I've heard of that show.
Is being broadcast, and that's right, Sir David McDonald, who has been newly knighted, is going to be starring in the show. Nope. Sir Dame David McDonald, who's been knighted and made a lady by Queen Elizabeth.
Oh.
You're all man, baby.
I will be starring in the show in one of their bits. People have asked me, am I one of the commentators? I say, no, apparently I didn't make the cut for that.
I
don't
can't
know-
wait, Dave.
I don't know how I didn't make the cut. I did write a bunch of jokes, and they said these are all funny, but we can't use any of them.
You wore a lot of makeup. I remember that day
Yeah.
you came in.
That's right.
You look good.
Yeah, I know. It was
Are
that was the day I shot the commercial.
Yeah.
I told you guys. I said I killed it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell what it's about, but I'm going to say this. If you're a fan of farting, you're going to love this acting performance, okay? Pepe, I am telling you, one of the great performances of all time. I had to train.
I really cannot wait to see this.
I
damn
did a
thing.
method thing
Yeah.
where I, wanted to get into character. They said you're going to be playing a person who farts a lot.
Uh-huh.
So what I did was I just ate the same foods that I eat day in and day out. And boy, that got me into character, my friend. Let me tell you something. I was tooting and pooting, baby, all night long. Oh, yeah. Had some chicken, had some leftover BK.
It sounds good, actually.
Oh, man, there's nothing better than after you've passed out, you wake up the next day,
Heat it
8
up.
o'clock in the morning, heat it up.
You eat it
Nope,
cold?
room
Oh, that's
temperature.
disgusting.
You see some BKs, a double
Just throw it in
cheeseburger.
the microwave.
No, that takes too long. Takes too long.
It's a minute.
Double cheeseburger and those old fries. That at that point tastes a little cardboardy.
Yeah.
And I go, boom, right into the mouth. And that's how I got into character.
And out the butt.
That's right. Came out of my butt.
That's beautiful.
A lot of things come out of my butt, but I'm not going to go into them. As you point out, it's a family show. So you think Linsanity is going to continue?
Oh, of course it is, yeah. I mean, he has to win. He has to win the next game, and then it'll come right back.
If they can
If they
somehow...
go on a losing streak, say 3 games, if they lose 3 games in a row, Linsanity's dead.
I think it's going to be difficult. I'll tell you what would be great. It'll keep in Linsanity going for a while is I believe that they're playing the Heat on Thursday. I believe that's the schedule. I think the Nets are playing the Heat on Thursday. That'll be fun. If Linsanity can have a game and beat the Heat, beat LeBron and D-Wade, then forget it. This place will go nuts.
It's going to blow up. Everything will collapse around us.
Now, he has beaten a couple good teams. I mean, he's beaten the Mavericks, he's beaten the Lakers, but both teams are starting to look long in the tooth. They're not what they were just last year. They're still good teams. They're way over 500. It's not like the Mavericks are pathetic or anything.
They're successful, good teams,
Yeah.
and he beat them. But the Heat's the real test,
Now,
obviously.
the other thing that you're getting is all this with the Linsanity is that he's like the basketball Tebow and whatnot, which, according to Brady Quinn, means he's a steaming pile of poo.
Whoa.
Because Brady Quinn said in a GQ article, Tim Tebow, lucky. That's what he said.
I saw this, and
Huh.
it's pretty funny.
What did you see?
I saw Quinn saying
What did he say, though? I mean,
Yeah.
what exactly did he say besides
Yeah.
that? Because he said that he got lucky, and then
he said that the team's success was due to luck. I don't think he actually called out Tebow himself, but it's been implied that he was. But he had to apologize about that.
Well, he also said that he felt that Tebow was on billboards in Denver, in the Denver area, the entire time before he even took a snap. And so Quinn was like, yeah, I didn't have any billboards, so of course they were going to put Tebow in there. And then he goes in and says, he basically calls the organization, pretty weak. He calls them a bunch of pussies, essentially, by saying that the only reason why they put in Tebow was because the fans chanted his name. So it had nothing to do with strategy or the fact that...
no, the
That
fan
works.
base was
It does work all
losing
the time.
it to bring him in. Also, Quinn said in the article that the way Tebow expresses his faith doesn't seem very humble to me. So he was
Oh, that's
taking
right. I
shots.
saw that part. He said something to the extent of, if I'm going to pray, I'm going to pray with my teammates. I'm not going to pray in front of the cameras on the 50-yard line. So, Brady Quinn, killing the Tim Tebow.
He's taking shot after shot.
I love it. I want someone to take down Tebow, and then I want someone to take down Lynn, and then maybe Lynn and Tebow box live on Fox.
Go
That would be fun.
on WWE. and
Foxy
become a
boxing?
tag team.
Something to that extent. What are you texting?
They're not very
Yeah,
foxy.
like some sort of drug deal going on?
I wish.
You're texting left and right over
I
here.
have
All right.
business.
Okay. What kind of business? Can you just let me in on
I
it?
can't.
How about me,
During a
Pep?
break, I'll let you on all the business in the world.
This is going to be fun.
Can I be in on it too?
Can I tell everyone what the business is about after the break?
No, that's why I'm telling you during the break.
I know, but then after the break, can I
Yeah,
tell
that makes
everyone
sense.
what the business was about?
And the break's over.
No. No leaking of the business.
What if I hint at the business?
No, that's like telling.
How about this? Was that some of the business?
Oh my God.
What?
Dave.
I got the sniffles. Was that the business?
Oh, you have the sniffles? All right, it's understandable.
So we need some saline solution. How much? An 8-ball of saline solution?
What the hell are you
Please,
talking
this is a
about?
family show.
I happen-
You just keep pipe down over there.
Have saline solution.
So we have Brady Quinn then saying, Tebow is a piece of garbage. It's funny, though, because Brady Quinn has done absolutely nothing in the NFL.
He's just jealous and angry.
It does come across as sour grapes,
Did he leave to go be with his girlfriend?
which actually are kind of good. If you, I'm saying this for real.
love
Have you ever
grapes.
gotten a real sour grape? It's so sour that it kind of tastes like candy.
It's like it's delicious, like a warhead. It's
What's
great.
a warhead?
It's like a sour candy.
Oh, cool, baby.
Let's get some warheads. Me and you.
What the hell?
Me and you, Dave. We'll get some.
Chris Pepper, you were saying something about Christina Ricci.
Yeah, she snubbed me once in the street.
What happened exactly?
was-
Probably didn't share
walking
your warheads.
Around, I think it was West 4th.
Jerk.
I saw her walking down the street with her boyfriend. I was like, "Hey, Christina Ricci, what's up?" And she didn't even make eye contact. She just kept walking by.
Now, do you think it was wise to say the whole name, Christina Ricci?
Why wouldn't I?
Why would you? Because
Say
she's a
Chris-
celebrity,
Saying Christina
then
is just too familiar.
you say Christina this way. It's like you're being familiar. You are being familiar with her, but you're being cool, and you're. It's like you're saying, "Hey, we're on the same wavelength."
I kind of know you.
Yeah, and maybe you could fake it.
Don't
Fake
like-
it.
No, I don't like to do that.
I have done that very gimmick with Janine Garofalo, where I
yeah?
faked it. I said, "Hey, Janine, what's
It
going
worked?
on?"
It worked?
And she kind of thought that I was BSing and that I didn't know who she was, but then she did stop and pause for a second, and I go, "It's Dave. I work for Conan. You didn't recognize me?" And she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." And this was also on the streets in New York. And she goes, "I'm sorry."
That's awesome.
And she goes, "How's Conan?" I go, "He's great. You know, he's got a couple of those issues. You know, he's
So you
in the
were
bathroom every 8 minutes."
You were lying to her about a possible drug problem.
Right. That's what I did. And so she went off thinking Conan O'Brien is basically Cocaine O'Brien, essentially. And I'm like, "You know him with the powder." And she's like, "I don't know that,
He loves
actually.
banging rails.
You know that."
So
And then I did that one time with F. Murray Abraham.
nice.
Yeah.
You implied he was a cocaine addict. Or
I just go, F. So he didn't buy that at all because no one, I guess, calls him F.
Why would they?
But that's his name. So
I also saw the Zuckerberg twins on last Friday.
who's the Zuckerberg twins?
Not the Zuckerberg. Excuse me. The
Oh,
Winklevoss
the
twins.
Winklevosses.
Twins, yeah.
Where'd you see them?
I don't know, somewhere on the
Rowing-
west side,
rowing
around
convention.
like 50th Street maybe. And then I yelled Winklevoss at them.
Yeah. See, you don't just
And
yell
then
their
F-
names.
F Zuckerberg.
You know who you are. I don't know if you have ever seen Annie Hall, but Woody Allen plays the character of Alvy Singer, and he's standing outside. And in Annie Hall, he's actually a known comedian, right? So he's just standing outside on the streets of New York, and these two Goomba-looking guy goes, "It's Alvy Singer! Alvy Singer, everybody! Hey, Alvy Singer, can you sign one of these autographs? It's for my brother." Okay, and yeah.
That's me. But
So-
I don't ask for autographs. I don't care.
You're the same person as that guy who just yells the whole name.
Yeah, I like yelling the whole name. Same thing happened to me with Andy Richter. He gave me a really dirty
You
look.
said
But I was
Andy
messed-
Richter, the whole thing?
It's like, "Hey, Andy Richter, what's up, baby?" But I was really messed
Maybe
up.
it's because you just pronounced it Ricker.
Yeah, Richter.
Andy Ricker, what's up,
Andy
dog?
Ricker.
I don't know how to pronounce your name, but there's you is.
Remember when you were on Conan? You think that was a huge mistake? Because this was after he had
Yo,
left.
does Conan really have a drug problem? That's what I just heard from Janine Garofalo, dog. It's all coming full circle.
Are you both cokeheads?
What? Yeah, I mean, all my celebrity encounters, I usually try and take a video these days and something weird happens. I did that with Sam Rockwell,
Oh,
who
yeah.
clearly saw me filming him, and he just kept walking faster and faster.
Sam Rockwell came up here one day.
Yeah, he did.
He came up here
He's a
just-
nice guy.
Just to say hello to me and Roy.
That's a nice guy right there, that Sam Rockwell.
I'll say.
Wonderful.
And then I also did the thing with, I saw Shane McMahon going into a Subway. I've seen a lot of celebrities. In fact, I told this story before in Sirius, so I won't say it longly, but Whitney Houston I saw when I was 10 years old at FAO Schwartz. And I went up to say hi to her, and her whole big security guard team just shooed me away.
Well, yeah,
shoved me.
Yeah, you're.
I was 10.
Yeah, I know.
Give me a break.
Come on.
Give me a break.
I've seen pictures.
Boris Becker, if we bring it back into sports, okay? Boris Becker,
You saw Boris
one
Becker?
of the nicest gentlemen I've ever met in my entire life. Absolutely. Saw him right there in New York City, right in Manhattan. Plenty of people knew who he was. I went up and I said, I'm a big fan. Can I have an autograph? I was, again, 8 years old, 9 years old. And this is at his height. He said,
Yeah.
absolutely. Or he was like,
little German.
absolutely. You know.
Yeah.
Here's an autograph. Hinein.
Scary.
Schnitzel.
Scary.
Und who's got a pen? Schnitzel Weingling. Oven Joe.
Mach schnell.
Becker had the scandal where he said someone stole his manness, his juice, and then impregnated themselves and had a.
That's hysterical. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He's an odd duck. But Pete Sampras, on the other hand, well, what do you want me to say that? That's a weird thing to happen.
I just like the way you said it.
Someone
that's
stole my man juice.
Man juice.
And now there's little Beckers walking all over in Germany. And that's so cute. Yeah, he was nice. Pete Sampras was one of the worst people I ever met. One of the worst sports superstars I
No
ever
kidding.
met.
He's got that nice smile. You think he'd be really nice.
Jerk.
Really?
To the 10th degree, dude.
Go on.
There's also Gerald Wilkins, Dominique Wilkins' brother, was not nice to the Dave man.
Oh yeah, he's a younger brother.
Who else? Phil Simms wasn't particularly nice, but I was drunk and I spilled a beer all over his shoulder at a bar in Manhattan. So maybe that's the reason why he wasn't so nice to me. I don't know. I'm just saying. Have you ever met anyone sports celebrity?
I don't think I've met a sports celebrity.
Never?
I don't think in real life. No.
Wow.
It's strange, right?
I don't think so.
I guess it's a little strange. I mean, you
Living
figure.
in New York.
Yeah, you figure someone you would have ran into a Met or something at the beer garden.
Yeah, because
Right?
that's where they go. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you maybe see Keith Hernandez there
Keith,
getting tanked.
to be you, Conan.
Well, Mr. Met is actually very nice. He used to be on my bowling team.
What, the mascot?
Yes.
Okay, that's.
I'm not even kidding.
That guy want to kill himself.
He's actually my bowling team.
I have to. He's probably a classically trained actor, and he has to play a giant baseball
Yeah.
and walk around while drunken people from Queens and Long
Harassing.
Island throw beers and hot dog buns at him.
He takes it seriously. Okay?
All right, that's fine.
He's dedicated.
Yeah, someone pointing out that I also ran into Chris Berman. So there you go.
Oh yeah.
At the Super Bowl, grabbed him by the neck.
Best picture
Showed
ever.
him what's
picture.
up. Ow! Get your effing hands off me! Is what he said.
Chill out, Berman.
I know. What's this guy? What is he, Mr. Glass? Like I'm going to break his neck just by grabbing it a little bit?
Then you'd be like Mr. Unbreakable.
Yeah, that's right. I'd be Bruce Willis,
Yeah, Bruce Willis,
from
that's his name.
the
Yeah.
same movie.
And he'd be like Sam Jackson.
Shauno, are you drunk tonight?
I've been working on it.
Oh, God, Shauno.
I think you are.
Well, Sam Jackson was the breakable.
No,
guy.
you're right. You're right.
I
son.
know.
Good for you, buddy.
All right.
You forgot about that.
I didn't forget. I just didn't have a good time to do it. That was it.
Why don't you give us a little something since you're taking the place of Roy Shaeffer tonight?
All right,
Play us a
kill it.
little song.
Kill it right now.
I'll sing over it.
Oh, that's right.
I'll sing over it. Go ahead. This is the song? Okay. It's Dave and Mac. It's time to rock. It's time to fly. Time to poo. It's got you giz. It's got you jizz. Got you touch. It feels you do. Pepper, Shauno, Dave and Mac, and Roy's on vacation. Give me a snack. And Pepper says, gee whiz, and all of them eat the little jizz. I said jizz.
Family show. It's a family show, Dave.
That's good.
So
I liked
that's
it.
you taking over for Roy Shaeffer, eh?
Well, it's a piece of it. It's just the beginning.
That's just a taste, Dave.
Listen,
Wait till
that's
I get
fine.
Wait till I get the drum set in here.
Okay. All right. So on that, we shall take a break at this point. A very quick break, very fast, and we're going to be right back. But hopefully, everyone, you're going to iTunes, you're subscribing, you're enjoying the show. I hope so. We are back after our week hiatus. We're all still somewhat sick. Some of us are on painkillers. Some of us are drunk.
I'm dead sober, baby.
But we came
Me
in
too.
here, and we came in here for your enjoyment. For you, basically. And I do want you to be watching True TV tomorrow at 9 p.m. for the World's Dumbest Davey Mack episode. Anyway, Eastside Dave McDonald's the name. Chris Pepper Stanley. Sean Ho. We'll be right back.
We're gonna be back in a minute.
Cause honesty's not your strong suit, and I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You tell me of what once was, and all about Buck, Butch, and Buzz, how they were not like me because, but I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
One day and my heart passed. I put me in the transmission. I turned the vision ignition. We're looking for the broadcaster. And when I first touched around, they simply told me to leave. It was kind of hard to believe, 'cause there was no one around. This is the planet of sound. This is the planet of sound.
Davey Mack Sports Program. Yes, sir. Is it me or do we just touch Tootsies?
Yeah, we
and the fact that neither of us are wearing shoes,
Pretty gay.
that was my thing.
What's wrong with you guys?
Well, I never wear shoes when I am on the air. That's just my thing, dog. I like to be cozy, baby. Now, if you listen to this song, this could have been like an Axl song. And I'm being honest with you for a second. This is the Pixies, of course, playing a sound. Here, this part right here. Yeah, but do you see what I'm saying? It has a Gene R-ish feel. Am I wrong about that? Yeah. Maybe I'm just still excited from seeing Gene R at Roseland a couple weeks ago.
Was that fun?
Oh, forget it, pal.
Yeah?
It was unbelievable. Well, I could go right up to the stage. I could see him. It was so great. Now, I also saw the Pixies this past year in the summertime at Asbury Park Convention Hall.
How were they?
Standing room only. And I'll be honest, I was surprised that it wasn't nearly as packed as GNR at Roseland.
That's bizarre. Well, I mean, GNR is going to sell out more than Pixies. I mean,
I know, but I just thought Pixies. Okay, I understand that. I'm just saying that I would have thought enough people would have been there. In the general admission section of Convention Hall in Asbury Park, the Pixies were great. They loved their smog machine. That was one thing that they relied on heavily.
Yeah, they
Smog machine?
Smoke and fog, Sean. It was actually it's something that they got in Los Angeles. They relied on that. They were using that every third song.
Yeah, it's weird.
You couldn't see them after a while.
No, they did Into the White. You couldn't see them. They were just blasting.
I think they want to hide. I mean, Kim Deal, what is she? She's like a monster these days.
I wouldn't say a monster. She's seen better. She's seen better days. She's
Well, what? What else would you compare her to?
gained a little weight.
So you're saying she's a fatso?
She lived.
I think a monster. I think, and when I mean monster, I literally mean Eileen Wuornos, the killer
God, that's even
that
worse.
Charlize Theron portrayed when she shot all those men in Washington or whatever it was. There you go.
She got railroaded. They shouldn't have put her away.
I know, but that was one ugly broad. I mean, if she looked like Charlize Theron, she would have been able to shoot 15, 16 more guys before the cops would have thrown the book at her.
God, yeah.
But, I mean, forget it.
Christina Ricci in that movie, huh?
I didn't understand. Oh, yeah.
best
Now
friend.
it comes full circle. I don't understand why they had to make Charlize Theron so ugly in Monster. It was like, what is this?
Well, the real woman was that ugly, too.
What's her name? Eileen Wuornos, yeah. But, I mean, I'm just saying, it's a movie. You know, we take things. We
She
take
won the
liberties.
Oscar for that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
we
why.
take liberties is the point. I don't know, if I want to see Eileen Warner, I'll look at there was an HBO documentary on her as well. I'll watch that. I don't need to watch another thing. Anyway.
No, watch things.
You know what we forgot to talk about on Saturday on Sirius XM is that Gary Carter's dead, Pepper.
Yep, Met great.
Kid.
Met legend. But he did, have arguably his best years on the Expos. This angers Mets fans when they hear that. But if you look at looking at his stats,
well,
now of course he was part of the A6 team, and that's a big deal, and started the rally that we play each and every week on this thing. He started it.
Mm-hmm.
He says Gary Carter and his white man afro ain't making the last out of the World Series. I always thought he looked like the hero of what was the show? Greatest American Hero?
Yeah.
Is that the name of the show?
Great American Hero?
Great American Hero.
Same thing.
I always thought he and Gary Carter looked exactly the same.
Except Gary Carter had a horrible brain tumor.
Well, that's a shame, isn't it?
Must have
Number 8, though, I was thinking, which is an interesting choice of numbers because he's a catcher. Number 8, Yogi Berra, also Hall of Fame catcher. Also number 8, Bill Dickey, who was a number 8 and a catcher as well. Hall of Fame as well.
Did the Mets retire that number? They should have.
No, and this is it. It's got. When I listen to the song now, I just hear Gary Carter singing.
Really?
Yeah.
What was brain tumor singing?
Shawno.
What?
What is this?
Why are you shocked?
Why don't you just call him putting heads now, and we'll just take all that angle.
That's kind of cliche.
We are respecting Gary. And his curly hair. Believe it or not, I'm walking on Gary Carter's in heaven with Jesus Christ. Catching sliders from Jesus and Moses. Gary Carter's in heaven. But Darryl Strawberry will go to hell.
Just because he had a drug problem.
What? That's the lyrics of the song.
Oh.
I wish they weren't the lyrics. I have the lyrics right here.
It's a good-looking fro.
Look at what happened to me. My name is Gary Carter. Keith Hernandez makes fun of me because I don't do coke off strippers' backs. Well, I say, Keith, I am a born-again Christian. I don't do coke off hookers' backs. That's for you and Doc and Daryl and maybe Kevin Mitchell too. Gary Carter's in heaven. How long is this song? I don't think I have any more lyrics.
Full version.
I just did 2 things, Shawno. How much more do you want? Okay, fine.
Here we go. It's the breakdown. Feel it.
Believe it or not, I'm Gary Carter. I get to use Prel in heaven. Specifically, Jesus is Prel. He also has great hair. Gary Carter's in heaven. Gary Carter's in heaven. Axl Rose and Jack Black. Someone give me a shot and a beer. Never drank on earth, but now that I'm in heaven, I get left on. Yeah. Drinking Jesus' spit in heaven gets you effed on.
I want Jesus spit.
So, I bet you do.
No, not like that. Not like that.
No, Gary Carter is he was definitely a Hall of Famer, and for some reason was not put into the Hall of Fame as soon as he probably should have been. He was put in 2003. I think he was eligible though by 97. I think it was. I think he retired in 92. So people didn't like him because they thought he smiled too much.
Oh, come on. He's
So
loving life.
That's a good reason to not like someone.
You can't win with anyone. When you smile too much, like a Gary Carter, he's a phony, and he's like, I'm just happy.
Or you're slow.
Or no,
I'm getting paid to play baseball.
So then, when you're Eddie Murray, Baltimore Orioles great, who one of the only people, by the way, one of the most underrated hitters of all time, one of the only people who has 500 home runs and 3,000 hits. But Eddie Murray didn't smile, so the media hate him too.
Oh, why are you so down all the
look
time?
at him, and because Eddie Murray was black. I'm not going to say, but the word's uppity, and you can.
Whoa.
I'm not going to.
I'm not saying this is what I felt. I'm saying
No.
it's what the media said. Eddie Murray, uppity. We don't need to go any further. So you can't win with these people. I like Gary Carter. I was a Gary Carter fan. I'm a Yankees fan, but I liked Gary Carter. If the Yankees had Gary Carter in the 80s, it might have made all the difference in the world.
Things might have changed.
It might have. He would have learned how to, catch a staff of Andy Hawkins and some of these other Yankee a-holes that have thankfully drifted into memory. So there you go.
And alcoholism.
God bless him, Gary Carter. You're from Astoria, Queens,
Yeah.
but you're not a Mets fan.
No,
you're a
Yankees
Yankees fan.
Yankees fan, yeah.
So Gary Carter meant absolutely nothing to you.
Pretty much, no.
Okay.
86 team, I was 3 years old, whatever.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, man.
That's fair.
That's right. I'm the young one
You
here.
sure are.
Yet I'm destroyed by time and my own actions.
Listen, we weren't going to say the word ravaged by time, but it fits. Okay? Now, how about this? What are your opinions on this?
Whoa.
I'll go to the room on this one, though I hesitate to go to Sean O in his drunken state
No,
tonight.
I'm not drunk.
Let me give you this. I'm
Give it to me.
gonna throw this on the table for everyone else.
All right.
Let's get you back to last year. San Francisco catcher, the great young talent who helped the team win win a World Series the year before in 2010, Buster Posey. Right, he gets into a collision at the plate. He's the catcher, so he's on the receiving end. He gets smashed into, breaks his leg, out for the whole year. Okay,
This is a regular season gameplay?
this is a regular season game.
Okay.
Meant nothing in the long run. And that's it. Giants end up not making it to the playoffs. Posey was a huge part of the reason why they won the World Series in 2010. So Bruce Bochy, the Giants manager, has come out and said publicly he is demanding that Buster Posey does not block the plate for any more plays at the plate for the rest of the year.
What?
What?
That's his actual thing. He said we can't afford Buster to get hurt, and he is directing Buster Posey not to block the plate. Just get in front of the plate, go for a sweep tag is what he's saying to do. No reason to block the plate. Thoughts and opinions, Pepper?
Terrible. It's bad baseball.
Why?
He should be blocking the plate. He should be playing defensively. There's no reason for him to. I mean,
What if?
yes, he got injured.
But what if you can?
Isn't that part of the game? Risking your body to get injured?
Well, but the
To make
thing is,
plays?
he has an important bat. He's an important player. The way he was able to catch that pitching staff in 2010 was a big deal. And even for such a young age, he has apparently some leadership. I don't know.
Is he allowed to slide into second? Or is he not allowed to do that either?
Whoa!
Come on, big man. You catch your big, MLB, stand in front of the plate, you block the plate, you slide into second base, you slide into first base, whatever you got to do. That's right.
Oh, God.
First of all, you should never slide into first base.
Yes, you should.
Never.
No, it doesn't
Only
happen.
head first.
Unless you're avoiding a tag.
That's right.
They
That's what I'm
done
referring to.
they have done time trials after time trials after time trials. And whenever there's a bang bang, like if it's a ground ball to shortstop and he's throwing to first, the guy you never slide into first. It slows you down. Slows you down.
It stops your momentum. It's
Yeah,
bad.
there's no reason for it. But back to the Buster Posey thing, I think it's an interesting thing. My point would be this: I'm not so much against him saying that because of one thing. In this day and age, we get to see 2 dozen collisions at the plate a year, maybe more, like big ones. The ones that they show on Sports Center.
Yeah.
Does the ball ever come out? Almost never. I mean, literally almost never. It never comes out.
But when it does.
But it never does.
But when it does.
It's a needless play. Why if it's June 30th now, if you really think that it's going to prevent a run from scoring, and it's late in September, or obviously you're in the playoffs, you can block the plate, then go for it. Block the plate. Block the plate. But a lot of times it doesn't help. That's my opinion. I don't think Bochy is terrible with that.
Well, I don't understand because you're saying that the ball doesn't come out. when they block the plate.
Exactly.
So why is that bad then? It's a good thing to block the plate.
No, but I'm saying that I know that the ball doesn't come out, but also the ball doesn't come out on a sweep tag that he wants as well.
But the sweep tag you can miss because the guys can be, just hitting it with his hand while the rest of his body is out of reach.
Okay.
You got to block that plate.
These are the theories. Listen.
We're never going to get along ever again.
No, this is it. This is the last show we ever do on iTunes. It's all because Roy Shaeffer had to go on some bender.
God, doesn't he ever think of anyone but himself?
No, that's the problem with him.
Yeah.
And it's really fun to talk about him since he's not here.
Selfish.
You know what I love?
Selfish man.
I love talking about people when they're not in the room.
Isn't it great?
That's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Roy, what a piece of garbage.
He's a real dick, isn't he?
Yeah, I know. Right? Are you right, Shano?
Right, Sean?
Are we right or are we right?
Right, Sean?
All right. Roy Shaeffer, huh?
I don't like
Worst
all
human
Roy's
alive.
a dick. Roy's a dick. Right.
It's a...
Sean, are you with us? Or?
this. Bring your mics down.
Okay, fine. We're off that topic.
All right, we'll stop. But Roy's an asshole, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you
That's
what.
it.
No, it's not. I'll tell you what Roy reminds me of in a serious way that I'm concerned about. And let's not play around here. I'm concerned that he's having a Josh Hamilton moment right now.
Oh, God.
And he's in a bathroom and there's
Getting videotaped.
7 seconds being recorded of Roy. He's not in the right state of mind. Now, here's what I understand that Josh Hamilton did with this whole thing where he fell off the wagon. He drank.
I love the play-by-play that was...
Yeah, he drank. Then he had someone, Ian Kinsler, go to his place or go to the bar to hang out with. I wonder what that was all about.
He just wanted to drink with someone he knew?
But then he claims that he didn't drink in front of Ian Kinsler. You think that was a lie? And he's protecting Kinsler because he's thinking
Yeah, I
that
think
Kinsler would get in trouble
He's gonna
if
protect
he
Kinsler.
drank with Hamilton.
I mean, with such a big deal as that, this Hamilton drinking again.
So he was saying, listen, I'm drinking, Kinsler, come over here, I want to drink with you. And Kinsler probably did. But Hamilton's now saying,
That does
no.
make Kinsler look really bad, though. like
You got it, bro. You got it, boss.
Sure,
Wait,
how long you been
I'll be
sober
right
for?
there.
Wait, you've been drinking already? You're already drunk. Okay, I'll come over.
I'll bring some more booze,
Yeah.
but I'm at a bar. Who cares? Hey, I'll bring some morphine over. We're getting nuffed up tonight, dog.
Come on, let's find some skanks.
Woo! Yeah, Ian Kinsler looks bad in this whole deal.
Actually, Kinsler's probably taking the videotape and
Well,
trying to sell it.
let's face. I want to bring up this point. The Angels already have had a great team. You know, maybe they didn't make the playoffs last year. They played decently. They almost got into it a few different times in the season before the Rangers pulled away. Angels have, people who make lots of money. At one point, Disney was owning part of the team. I don't know if that's still the
Angels
case.
in the outfield, baby.
But in any event, if the Yankees had gotten Albert Pujols and C.J. Wilson, no, not in 2012. So if the Yankees had gotten Albert Pujols and C.J. Wilson, right?
Yeah.
Everyone would be up in arms, ready to go into the Bronx, dig up George Steinbrenner's body, burn it, and shoot it out of a cannon. But the Angels just got a big-time pitcher and Albert Pujols, who was already and they already have a good team, and people think maybe one of the best managers, if not the best manager.
They're not the Yankees, man. It doesn't matter. It's just the Yankees' name.
Okay.
And the pension for spending so much
I'm
money.
just saying, you should be able to give it to every team then. You should say, wow, what's this with the Angels? I mean, they're getting Albert Pujols and C.J. Wilson. That seems like a lot.
All I care about is Brian Cashman's extramarital affairs.
Oh, I love it.
It's just great.
I love it. Well, his wife already signed for divorce.
Oh, yeah.
So it's over.
After this blonde broad that's just been scamming people for years, just one guy after another, she's been faking pregnancies.
God, what a horrible person.
Oh, yeah.
Why do that?
Brian's
Brian's got a lot to worry about. He's got to worry about he's got to worry about the on base percentage of A-Rod in May, for crying out loud. He can't be thinking about these type of things. Jesus. No, I like with the Red Sox, Bobby Valentine, new manager, and within days of spring training, he said, "Yep." If it's Bobby Valentine, he said, "Yep." Guys are already grumbling about the new workout regimen I have.
See, I'm all making them.
He then
rap
says,
sandwiches.
quote, this is a direct quote,
there's a lot of lazy people in the game today.
Oh, man.
End quote. That's the way to ingratiate yourself to the team.
Bobby
You
Valentine.
say you use the word grumbling with veterans
And
then
lazy.
call modern ball players lazy. Yeah, this experiment's going to go well.
I can't wait to see this.
No, I mean, listen,
Come out.
the Red Sox are either going to win everything this year or it's the players
They're a bunch of
will
lazy
actually, they will have a mutiny on him,
and murder him in the middle of the field.
decapitate Bobby V, stick his head on a baseball bat, and then let Big Papi use that bat against the Seattle Mariners in a July baseball game. That's what's going to happen because it's what happens to Bobby V everywhere he goes. He gets people. A certain amount of players will love him just because I think they genuinely get a kick out of his insanity.
Yeah, it's great. His insanity is what I would love. I'm like, hey, it's Bobby V's on the team now.
And then there's a large number of people who say Bobby V is the devil.
Yeah, well, those are probably the more saner people and practical ones.
So it's
Guys are grumbling already. I don't know why. I'm just having them run 18 miles before batting practice, and then I make them sit on a bed of nails for 2.5 hours, because I
Why
believe in
is-
the chi
Really?
right there. And then what I like to do is,
Sounds like torture.
just because I like my players to have guts,
Uh-huh.
So I have them eat thumbtacks.
That's
which
unhealthy.
It just toughens up their stomachs,
Right,
toughens
that
up their
destroys
guts.
their stomach.
That's what I do. And then I have
You're
You'll make
killing
them-
them.
a new thing because I don't want any player to, utilize one hand over the other. The whole point in baseball and athletics is to be a little bit ambidextrous. So what I do is, if they're a lefty, I have them chop off their left hand and
All right, so now
only
you have
use
a team of stub.
only use their right hand. Well, what I'm doing is I'm
Stub
working on
people.
getting Luke Skywalker technology and then getting that robot hand put on to the
That doesn't
appendage
exist, Bobby.
that was chopped off. Well,
Doesn't
hopefully
exist.
in a few years.
But you're
we'll
chopping
be able
people's
to-
hands off
No,
now.
you forget I did invent the sandwich wrap, so I can
Sandwich
certainly.
wrap can help you catch
I'm
and
just
throw a
saying. I mean,
baseball.
Empire Strikes Back came out in 1980. I would think that you could simply put a robot hand
That
on
was
a
a
human
science fiction
being
film,
by
not-
now. And
nowhere
I
near
also
real
loved
life.
Blade Runner too. When
Yeah,
I
Blade
think
Runner was
about it,
good.
maybe I'll put Big Papi on. I'll make him shoot these android type of people.
Replicants don't exist.
Maybe that's what my next goal was to do. And then I like Star Trek, the new one, though. I wasn't a fan of the old ones
William
because of
Shatner?
the fat guy in the toupee. Is that his name?
William
I wouldn't
Shatner.
know.
He wasn't fat then.
Unless you work in the sandwich wrap industry, I'm really not going to remember your name that
You don't
well.
work in the sandwich wrap
then-
industry. You did invent
So
the wrap.
after that, in order to intimidate other players, I like my guys to ride dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs don't
and
exist anymore.
Just
They're
get
extinct.
just have a feel of what a dinosaur feels like, and
What, the Flintstones? do?
that gives them, And then I have them eat a big rack of ribs outside their car, and sometimes it tips the car over, but that's okay.
Jesus, how big is this
You
rack
know,
of ribs?
That's right. And then we go
Brontosaurus.
into the future, and it's Cogswell Cogs and Jets On, stuff like that.
You are just talking about cartoons you've seen.
And then there was Muppet Babies. I like that one.
yeah.
Especially when they
What
had
does
that
that have to
little
do with
specials.
baseball?
And
Kind of sound like a Muppet.
How are you
like,
going to manage this team?
me and Kermit get along very well. We
Dope.
essentially have the exact same voice. Some people believe that I do the sound of Kermit the Frog. In fact, those people are not lying. I do. I take
Wow.
on his voice. Yeah, but I also do Fozzie Bear.
You do that during the
You know?
season? Like you go
Because
and-
Kermit. That's my Fozzie Bear impression.
It's good. It's good, Bobby.
And speaking of Muppets, the new movie will be out this March. So catch it on Blu-ray. You're going to enjoy that.
You now plugging the...
Yeah.
What do you have to... Oh, well, I guess you're doing the voice.
Yep,
so-
yep. The new movie. It's called The Muppets Movie, and it's fantastic. There's a lot of singing and
With
dancing.
Steven
and
Seagal, right?
Jason Segel, I believe,
Whatever.
is his name.
Oh,
is.
thank you for correcting me. I
Yeah.
apologize.
Very talented young man. He came up from the Judd Apatow show that everyone raved about. I wasn't a big fan of it, though.
Will Dabney Coleman be in this one?
No.
Shame.
So that's audio that we just pulled from YouTube on Bobby Valentine there.
Uh-huh.
More insane. If you had to do a poll question, Bobby Valentine, Bobby Knight. Very tough one.
Bobby Knight's just more angry.
Because Bobby Knight
Different kind of insanity.
probably has murdered a couple people
different
at
kind of
some point in
insanity.
his life.
Yeah, Bobby Valentine's like wacky crazy.
Bobby Valentine is, like the fun. Oh, he's Uncle Bobby. He says he fought in a war when he wasn't. He was in Hawaii or something at the time.
Yeah.
Might be a body in his trunk.
Well, no, not in Bobby Valentine. That's my point.
Well,
Yeah.
No, Bobby Knight is the guy
He's dangerous, crazy.
who, yeah, exactly. With Bobby Knight, he owns a lot of land in Indiana.
He'll
and
kill you with a broken bottle.
He goes hunting. Exactly. So
Dress.
it's just something to think about.
I'm thinking about it right now.
If you had to have Bobby Knight and Bobby Valentine portrayed by Bobby De Niro and Bobby Duvall, which one would portray who?
I think De Niro does Valentine, Duvall does Knight.
No,
Okay.
I go the other way.
Okay, and then why would you go the other way, Shawno?
Because De Niro's like known for being like more of a psychopath, and that's definitely more of a Knight's.
Interesting.
But
Pepper?
also, De Niro's also known as doing all these wacky comedies, so I think he'd be more comfortable as Valentine.
I think I'd go with Pepper because of the age.
All right.
I think Bobby Knight's a little older, so
let's
I
see
would
what's
put.
going on here.
Well, no. I would put Duvall.
Thank you. I
get
win.
it. I get it.
Am I ever
Plus, Valentine's Italian, and De Niro, Valentine, that kind of thing.
Man, I'm smart.
10 points for you.
How about that $20 show me?
You're getting it on Saturday. Jesus Christ.
Saturday. Yeah. See you guys Saturday, right?
So listen, that's that. Derek Rose, he's back. He's better than ever.
Finally.
Listen, that's the way we are. All right. Well, that'll wrap it up there.
How about you put the beer down for a second, Shawno?
Why don't you shut your mouth? How about that?
Oh!
Wow.
Shawno and Pepper did not get along. Let's circle this date and say the next time Roy comes is not here,
Yeah.
either Shawno or Pepper is going to have to stay home. Because without Roy as the buffer, you two are at each other's throats.
No problem. I'll
I
stay home.
can't.
Good luck making this thing happen.
I can't take him sometimes, Dave.
Me and Pepper would just be at Skinny Man by ourselves.
Just plugging,
How do you press buttons?
just plugging stuff in.
What? Where is the camera? Is that bass? Oh, cool. Let's just play the bass. Wait, is that a window?
Sure is, Dave.
Ah! Anyway, listen. I want you people to be tuning in to Sirius XM this Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern for the Davey Mac Sports Program on XL. And please watch True TV tomorrow, World's Dumbest, 9 p.m. Eastern, to see my acting debut. My name is Dave McDonald. His name is Chris Pepper Stanley. His name is Shawno. We say come back soon, Roy Shaeffer. And to everyone out there, good night, everybody.
You're such a bitch!